Hey, did you know that one of the original episodes of the Animaniacs from the 90s was close to being banned because it dealt with religion? No prizes on guessing which religion it was. Ah, Christianity, you're such an easy target. Yeah, in this so-called banned, or almost banned episode, you know, straight from the horse's mouth. Not banned. Okay, alright. Just asking. The Warners literally go to hell and meet Satan in this episode. Because of this, along with some controversial lyrics in a song while on Karen's boat. Yeah, I don't know why he's here either. But then Cerberus is here too. I don't know. This episode is a perfect example of how much this show managed to get away with. Also, Christians are so easily offended. It's okay, calm down, I can say that. I am one. And I offend Christians all the time, sometimes unintentionally. It's fine, guys. The Warners kick Satan's ass, so that's a good thing. Right? Right? Isn't that what you want to see happening? Maybe it's not so much the fact that the Animaniacs kick Satan's butt, but probably more to do with the fact that Satan appears in a kids show at all. Satan, also known as the devil, is an entity in Abrahamic religions, like Christianity and Islam, that seduces humans into sin or falsehood. In both Christianity and Islam, he is seen as a fallen angel. In Judaism, he is more of a metaphor for evil inclination, or violating God's will. Why? Satan usually is depicted as a red goat man carrying a pitchfork. Though Satan's actual appearance is never described in the Bible, it was shown in Christian art in the 9th century to have horns, cloven hooves, hairy legs, and a tail. Influence borrowed from many different religions and cultures, so to give Satan a physical form. Yeah, to have Satan depicted in a kids show does seem a little deranged. I mean, you can't get any worse than Satan, or any more evil. So why are the Animaniacs in hell anyway? They were following a map trying to find Six Flags, but end up in hell and meet Satan instead, as you do. I wish I had a joke to put in here, but I've never been to a theme park or amusement park in my life, so no idea what the joke is meant here about Six Flags. Yeah, I've lived a sheltered life. Though Satan has a very Tim Curry-ish design and voice akin to the movie Legend, Satan is actually voiced by Ron Perlman. Which is funny because he played Hellboy, and he talks about how he should have had his horns trimmed, and Hellboy sands his down. The Animaniacs really don't hold back in this episode because right off the bat we see Saddam Hussein plummet down through a trapdoor to hell. I mean Hades. Wait. When did the Gulf War end?
20th of February 1991.
Okay, thanks. Nice reference to the Andrews sisters here, because we all know Swing and Boogie Woogie are of the devil, right? We get a reference to Siegfried and Roy when the Warners cheer Satan for his teleportation trick, and we also get a reference to Star Trek out of nowhere. I mean, I'm a Trekkie and I appreciate Star Trek reference, but where did this come from? The Warners are just being cute and annoying in general here, as always, but there's something odd about them trying to be friends with the literal devil here. It's a much braver episode than Dracula was when they were trying to make friends with a vampire. I mean, comedians use religion in their routines because it's an important topic to virtually every person in the audience. It connects with us, and it's impossible to prevent them from expressing their thoughts if they're determined to air them. Does this episode do that? Not really. It is appropriate to call out obscenity for what it is, and audience do have the right to remind the jesters to work harder at their art. What troubles me is that today, jokes about religion frequently cross the line that separates humour and ridicule. Comedy becomes a vehicle for insulting or intimidating those who hold religious beliefs. Is this episode insulting? Not at all, but people were still finding it offensive for some reason. Rather than bring us together as a society, this brand of humour can pull people apart. But I also think that if you're so easily offended by jokes that make fun of your religion, that maybe indicates you don't have a very strong faith. Overall, yeah, this was a fun and daring episode, perhaps the bravest one of the show. Alright, so having Satan in a kids show isn't exactly all that daring nowadays, or back then, come to think of it, but it's still amazing to see what the Animaniacs got away with back then. I'm Mad Munchkin, stay creative.
Oh, I hate the government more than you and me. The government stole my